So here's the story. I've actually had three Cotopaxi Allpas. I had a 42 liter, which was way too big, but it was really my first bag that I got with backpacking. The next one I got was a 35 liter, so similar to this one, but an earlier version. For a week-long trip, this size, the 35 liter, is perfect. Unfortunately, my 35 liter developed some major delamination issues where the TPU rubber coating just disintegrated. And luckily, it fell under warranty, so Cotopaxi replaced that for me. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences between the first version or the 2022 version of the Allpa that I had and this version, because there are some differences. Let's take a look. The first thing that you can really tell from the front is the difference in the material. So the material on my old one, which was a green color, was a very rubbery. It was the TPU coating, but it had a much more rubbery finish. This one definitely has a softer finish, and I really like that. I also think that this one is going to be more durable and not have the delamination issues, hopefully. The front looks similar. You do have the logo here instead of just the llama, which was a little more understated. You have little loops here if you want to attach anything with carabiners. But then one major new update is a small pocket right here. And this one, I can get my hand in there. This is how far it goes. And this would be perfect for something that you want easy access to. I don't think I'd put like a passport in the back just because that's a little too easy for people to get into. But something, maybe your phone, your AirPods, something you use in flight that you want to grab really quickly before you put this in the overhead bin, that would be a great idea. Or just something quick, a hat, maybe if it's winter, or something that you could grab quickly. Okay, now let's look at my favorite pocket of all in this Cotopaxi. Okay. And this was similar in my original one, is this quick, easy access pocket here. Okay, so this one is new right here, but this is similar to the original. Now, if you'll notice, this is almost like a shelf here, and it holds a lot of space, and a lot of that volume actually comes from the top here. So it doesn't necessarily go into the other part that much. It really sticks out. How I use this is actually on a trip, I would stick any receipts here that I needed, or boarding passes, or really anything that was like a receipt from something I purchased. For some reason, this just worked really well for me. In this section, I stuck my toiletry bag. So especially when, you know, the liquids, having to get them out with security, I would quickly grab that, put my liquids pouch in the security tray, and then put it back in here. So I love this. This holds quite a big amount of stuff before you even get into the main suitcase style. Okay, so now let's get into the actual opening. I did notice the zippers are very sticky, I would say. Being new, it's going to take a little while. They're getting stuck in a few places, like right here. This has happened yesterday. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. We just need to be a little bit aggressive with it, I guess. Okay. But we have a pouch here, a zip pouch, similar to what we saw on the front where I said I kept receipts. This one is pretty shallow, and I will show you that I can go underneath this whole one. So that is, it's not separated here like the other side is. The other side, you can only go down about this far, but on this side, it's the whole length of the panel. And then this side is a nice open spot. So how I use this on my original 35 liter and how I'll be using it again is I really use this side for shoes. So I had shoe pouches, and I'd probably put 2 pairs of shoes in here. And the other thing I might fit is, because this is really long, I would put like my hair styling tool. I have one that's quite big and long, an all-in-one styling tool, and this would fit here, or anything else that's tall that I don't want in with my clothing. So that's the left side. And then the right side is your classic large suitcase opening. It looks a little bit puffy here because that's the straps on the back, but you can see it's actually quite deep. And this is plenty of room for me. I really thought I needed the 42 liter, but I absolutely do not. In fact, I could probably go with the 28, but since I already have a 28 liter bag, I have an away overnight bag, I just didn't need another one. So tons of room. The old me just threw clothes in here. The new me will use packing cubes so that it makes it look less like a potato. I find that when this bag is standing up and it's been on your back for a while, if you don't have packing cubes, things start to sink to the bottom and it really ends up looking like you're carrying a large potato on your back. But with packing cubes, it'll be great. So love the color scheme as well on this. Okay, let's look at the side. Really excited about a water bottle pocket. Now I won't leave a water bottle in here when I put this in the overhead bin, but it will be nice to have it. And so when I'm getting ready to put this in the overhead bin on the plane, I can quickly grab the water bottle and have it at my seat. And then let's look at the back. Cotopaxi really updated the back panel. I love the look of this. And a trolley sleeve was added. So if you do use a rolling bag, you could use this with it. I would not use both because then they would both be carry-ons, but it's a great option to have, especially if you're going to maybe check a bag. So you're checking a rolling suitcase and you want to take this on the plane. That way when you're heading into the airport, you have a really good spot to put this. I love 2 handles on each side. This is perfect if you're trying to pick it up. It's just really great. And then we have sliding sternum strap here, so you can really adjust it. And we have really nice padded waist straps. So those look great. I did not use these all the time. My other ones, you could definitely tuck them in, and it looks like this is the case with this as well, that I could tuck those straps in if I didn't want them dangling. So it really depends on how heavy I pack it. The other side is your laptop zippered compartment. So especially for going through TSA security, if you don't have TSA pre-check, it's really easy to grab this without having to open up the whole clamshell style. So we have a huge laptop opening here, and then the smaller one, which could hold an iPad or tablet to keep it separated. And then all the Cotopaxis that I've used before have these locking zippers. So I don't usually bring them all the way up because it is kind of a pain if you're trying to unzip. But for security, this definitely gives someone trying to get into your bag some extra pause because it would be tricky. You also have a strap here. And then let's see if I missed anything. One thing that it doesn't have is a rain cover. And both of my Cotopaxis, the 35 and 42 liters that I purchased in 2022 and 2023, those had rain covers. But hopefully this will just do better in the rain and we won't have to worry about the extra bulk. So overall, I'm really excited about it. I'll be taking it on my upcoming trip to Hawaii later this month. So if you want to see how it performs, you can check out my trip report video from Hawaii, and that will be ready in a few weeks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about my bag, let me know in the comments. And if you have a Cotopaxi bag, tell me how you feel about it. Okay, thank you. I'll see you on the next one.